Shubha Navavarsha, and I hope that this is the best year of your lives. For me, it's a huge honor to be asked to come and open the gate named after one of the most iconic of Indian footballers, Chuni Goswami. We used to call him Chunida as well. I had the good fortune of playing against him in the Ranji Trophy, where I have to now confess so many years down the road that he was caught when he was 96. That was not a catch. That catch was taken on the half volley. It was me in the slips. The ball had come to me on the half volley, and even before, I mean, normally when you take a catch on the half volley, you tend to sort of say like this to say that you haven't taken the catch. But one of our senior players who was standing in the gully came and hugged me and said, Sunny don't, he's batting well, we have to get him out. And so, despite the fact that it was not a catch, Chulida had to walk back, otherwise he would have had 100 against his name, and that too against Mumbai. So that was one thing that I remember. I remember telling Chulida many years later, and Chulida said, well, it was not in my, Chulida being Chulida, he said, oh, it was not in my fortune to score 100 against you, but that's how he was. I've had many occasions, particularly when I've come to Kolkata, to have spent some time with him. I'm so happy to see Mrs. Goswami here, and all of you are turning up in such huge numbers in the morning. So thank you all for being here. Once again, to thank you, sir, and Tutuda for the wonderful reception given to me. It's a real big honor for me to be able to do that. My son, who's an avid football fan, he was most delighted when I told him that I'm going to be opening this gate. He was very happy. I know how much time he has spent in Kolkata. I know how much he loves Kolkata. I love Kolkata too, but I think he, having spent Kolkata, he has Kolkata in his heart. So he was very happy to know that I was going to be doing this. So thank you all for being here. And you asked me to talk about one incident with Sir Don Bradman. So I remember the first time we met, got out of the aircraft onto the tarmac, unlike the aero bridges which are there. So we were the rest of the world team then. So Darwin Sobers was the captain, and so we had got down from the tarmac, and Sir Don had come to the Adelaide airport to receive the rest of the world team. And so he talked to Sir Darwin Sobers, whom he knew very well. Darwin Sobers had played for South Australia, so he knew him very well. And so he met everybody, and then he came saying, where is that little fellow from Mumbai? I want to see that little fellow from Mumbai. So he came around, and he came and he introduced himself as if he needed an introduction, but he introduced himself, and so we were talking. And for a little while I was listening. We were talking, he was talking, I was listening. From Pakistan, who was also part of the team, he came saying, I also need to be there. Those were not the days of the cell phone cameras. Those were the days of normal cameras. And so he said, I must have this photograph. And he asked, there was a photographer, and he asked. And then Rohan Kanai, who was also part of the team, saw the three of us standing. And he said, hey, and he called the rest of the world team members, and he said, come, have a look. He says, that is the Karachi Bradman, that is the Bombay Bradman, and in the middle is the genuine Bradman.
সমস্ত মহান ক্লাবের এই অনুষ্ঠানের মধ্যে দিয়ে আমার সর্বশেষ ছোটদের আন্তরিক অভিনন্দন জানাই। অত্যন্ত একটা আবেগঘন মুহূর্ত, ইতিহাসের পাতায় মনিরন্ত ইতিহাসের পাতায় মনে হয়। তার সঙ্গে আরেকটা পলক যুক্ত হলো, কিংবদন্তি ক্রিকেটার সুনীল গাভাস্কর, আর এক দিকপাল খেলোয়াড়। ফুটবল একদিকে ফুটবলে ভারতীয় দলের প্রতিনিধিত্ব করেছেন, অধিনায়কত্ব করেছেন, আবার রঞ্জিও খেলেছেন। ফুটবলার ক্রিকেটার চুনি গোস্বামী উদ্বোধন করে, এটা মোহনবাগানের ইতিহাসে আরেকটা পলক।
অনেক কিছু জানতো না যে আজ একটা ইতিহাস জানা গেল যে রঞ্জি ট্রফিতে গাভাস্কর আর চুনি গোস্বামী ক্রিকেট খেলেছেন। চুনির ক্রিকেট ইতিহাসটা অত লোকে জানে না। আজকে যেটা গাভাস্কার বলল এটা দারুণ এবং আমার মনে হয় গাভাস্কারকে দিয়ে ওপেনিংটা অত্যন্ত ভালো মিডিয়া বক্স হচ্ছে আর ক্লাবের কর্মকর্তাদের পেছনে লাগা চলবে না, কেন ঠান্ডা করে বসবে, মাথা ঠান্ডা করে বসবে, গরম লাগবে না, কষ্ট হবে না, তাহলে আর কর্মকর্তাদের পেছনে লেগে পক্ষে তাই বললাম অনেক ঝগড়া করেছে। এই দেখো না বলাই দে সব সব পুরনো বিক্রম দেবনাথ, সুশীলদা তো ছিলেন প্রাচীন, কারা কারা খেলছে, দিব্যেন্দু বিশ্বাস, ওই পাঞ্জাবিটা দিব্যেন্দু বিশ্বাসকে দিয়েছে একজন মোহাম্মদ ছিল পয়লা বৈশাখ।